why Mexico actually agreed to what I think are two of the most interesting elements of the rapid response enforcement, which is that the violations are company-wide, so you don't have to find repeated violations in the same facility, but rather violations in various of GM's plants that actually end up accumulating in the scale of the number two question, why they agreed to the sort of escalating enforcement. And if you think about it, by violation 2, given there's no proportionality in enforcement, you could do an 800% tariff and shut down all of production if we were USTR and wanted to strongly enforce it. And because there was a lot of upset about, oh my goodness, goods would be stopped at the border, but it's 3 violations. Practically, if you use a tariff, it's 2 violations. So I wonder if anyone knows how it came to pass that those 2 very strong features got agreed.
I don't work for the government. But let me give you my guess. And the guess goes to, well, we have a very progressive government who have high regard for labor laws and labor rights, and is willing to submit to a supranational vigilant enforcement mechanism of its labor laws, and is very aware of all the consequences that this might bring. That's the view of somebody that, I am starting from the point that the Mexican government did know what they agreed to. And if that is so, then that's the message. And I will leave it there.
And I have no knowledge of what the Mexicans did, but I would speculate, just because I've seen it used, I've seen other governments use negotiations, whether they're with the United States or with the European Union or with whomever, as a lever that helps them move forward. I would say, just reverting back to the Cambodia example, at that time, a zillion years ago, we were advisors to the Cambodian government, and in talking to the Minister of Commerce, Chan Prasid, what he said was, we want to move forward on labor issues, but I can't get, basically he said, I can't get the old guard to move forward. There are some of us who are progressive and we want to make these changes, but I can't get them to move forward. Because we were saying, don't agree to this, this is crazy, don't do it. But they agreed to it, and his reason was because if I can use this, I can go back with a reason why the whole group has to move forward and make changes. So sometimes what I've seen has been countries will agree to certain things because overall their objective is to move something forward, and then they're not taking the blame for it, right? Oh, this, we have to do it, I'm sorry, we don't have a choice. So with that, we will finish. I'd like you all, please help me in this incredible.
Thank you, Nicole. Thank you, panelists. I don't think we could have had a more informed and substantive conversation with any other panelists besides who we had here today. I'm incredibly grateful to all of you for doing this. I know everyone in the room is. Ted swore to me there was a lot to talk about on this topic. And indeed there is. I think we're going to be seeing a vote on USMCA within the next hour, we hope. Many of you do. If you want to come by for a drink to celebrate, come down to the WIDO office. We have a few cocktails that we could provide. I think it is midday. May not be the right time for that. We also have coffee. Diego informs me that it's January, so nobody eats the bread, but we do have a lot of our bread and cakes in the back that are still here. So we admire your restraint. Look forward to seeing all of you at our International Trade Conference coming up. Again, thanks to our sponsors, a few of whom are here in the room. We will have really good food there as well, and hope you will join us for that. Thanks again to our panel, and we look forward to seeing you soon.